Sharks are my favourite animals. I even have them tattooed on my body, which I can't dare. I can't say I know everything about sharks. There's loads I don't know. There's loads of stories that I don't know about sharks because I've never really sat down and read bizarre stories about sharks. I know about them, I know they exist, and I know where they live, the water. But today we're going to go over some bizarre and batshit crazy stories from the world of sharks. Yes, my t-shirt is creased. I do own an iron. I'm just not going to iron a t-shirt for a YouTube video. The Cyclops shark is a rare and fascinating phenomenon that has captured the attention of both marine biologists and the general public. It refers to a shark fetus born with a single eye located in the centre of its head, a condition known as cyclopia. I guess it breaks up the space between your eyes and your fore... No, it doesn't, because it's no eyes, it's just got one there. Never mind. This congenital disorder occurs when the forebrain fails to divide properly during development, resulting in a single eye socket and other often severe craniofacial deformities. I think of the one from Shrek immediately. That's the only one that comes to mind. I don't think I've ever met anyone with... I think I'd remember if I met someone with cyclopia, okay? The first widely publicised case of Cyclops sharks occurred in 2011 when a fisherman in Mexico found a dusky shark, Carcharinus obscurus. Pretty sure that's a Harry Potter spell, but moving on. Carrying a Cyclops fetus. This particular shark fetus was albino. Hey, so's my best mate. And about 22 inches long. Hey, so's my best mate. That's really cool. What does he look like? Oh my god. Oh my days. Mike Wazowski. Bless him. Yeah, these are fucking hell, man. It looks like a rubber toy. That's in the waters. Bloody weird. Cyclopia is a result of genetic mutations or environmental factors that affect the developing embryo, and unfortunately it renders the shark incapable of survival. Most Cyclops sharks are stillborn or die shortly after birth due to internal organ defects and the ability to function properly without the normal development of eyes and facial structures. I'm just saying, we've dragged it onto solid land. Maybe it couldn't breathe. Hey, why did it die? Because it's still a fish. It need the wet thing to live. Pretty fascinating. Pretty freaky. Very freaky. If it grew to a full size and it looked like that, bro, no one would go in the ocean anymore. Surfers would turn into parachuters. Like, they're getting as far away from that as possible. So are there any other, like, Cyclops animals? I've got to know. What the fuck is that? I don't want to know. A snake! Both eyes in one socket. That sounds painful. Cyclops horse. Where's the rest of it? Okay, moving on. In 2017, a great white shark named Shark 508, or sometimes referred to as Nicole, big ass difference in names there, mate, I'm just saying, was tagged by researchers from the University of Miami and Oshkosh? Is that a place? A non-profit research organisation. Oh, it's okay. Maybe if I just kept reading, I'd look less like an idiot. This shark was fitted with a tracking device that allowed scientists to monitor her movements and gather data on the behaviours of these apex predators. Shark 508 was particularly noteworthy because she was a large female great white shark, around 15 feet, and was tagged off the coast of South Africa. Big up Nicole. Big Nick. For a while, everything seemed normal, as the tracking data showed Shark 508 swimming along the coastlines of the Indian Ocean, and then making her way across the open ocean toward Australia, as you do. Got some time off, went on holiday, decided to pull a Hardest geezer and just swim wherever the fuck. However, in early 2017, after a period of transmitting data, the signal from the shark tag abruptly stopped, just off the coast of Australia, in a remote area of the ocean. What made her disappearance so mysterious was the sudden loss of the signal, as well as the location of where it stopped. The shark was believed to have been near the edge of the continental shelf in a deep section of the ocean, where great white sharks are known to venture. But the real mystery lies in the fact that there were no clear indications of what could have caused the shark to vanish so abruptly. Theories have ranged from a malfunction of the tracking device to the shark being eaten by another predator. You mean like Diddy? Like a larger shark or orca? Alright, maybe not Diddy. To the possibility of an environmental factor disrupting the tag signal. Or, hear me out, it fell off. And you know those things have a depth limit. Looking like a choir member or some shit. Some experts suggest that a sudden powerful encounter with an orca could be to blame. Orcas are known to prey on great whites, and there have been recorded instances of orcas attacking and killing sharks, sometimes even eating only the liver, which could explain why the shark's movements were never recorded after that point. Well, there you have it. You've just answered your own question. I'm sorry, this was supposed to be the most bizarre and batshit crazy shark stories. And so far, all you've done is just tell me how nature works. Why don't we call them great orcas then? If they're so strong and they're killing off the great white sharks, surely they deserve a sick name like great black and white orcas or something. The great yin yang orcas. Hopefully the shark is still alive. I like sharks. Wouldn't wish death on any shark, but that's nature for you. If the orcas are bitches, man. I know that orcas, like, they attack, but they don't eat. It's such a waste. Yeah, I like to think the tag just fell off. It bumped into a shark or a whale or something, a boat even. Tag fell off, fell to the bottom of the ocean. Since we're on the topic of sharks, maybe you'd like to take home one of your own. So my other half recently has opened her Etsy store. I specifically requested a shark so I could promote it on this video without looking like an idiot trying to promote something else, like an orange. But yeah, she's currently looking for her first customers, so if you wouldn't mind going to check it out, not saying you have to buy something yourself, but maybe you know someone that may be interested in something like this. The cutest shark alive. These may be available by the time I upload this video. At the moment of speaking, they are not. But I will leave a link below so you guys can check it out for yourselves and obviously support her in the strongest way you can. We both would greatly appreciate, all four of us, there you go, all four of us would greatly appreciate it. And maybe you can take this adorable shark home with you. But not this one, because this one's mine. But yes, thank you guys very much and on with the video. The discovery of a... what in the Doctor Who is that? Cretoxyrhina shark tooth embedded in the fossilized remains of a pteranodon? Yes, that's the one. Is a fascinating and rare find that sheds light on the predatory relationships during the Cretaceous period, approximately 70 to 100 million years ago. The Cretoxyrhina, also known as the Jinsu shark, was a large carnivorous shark that roamed the oceans during the late Cretaceous. Let's see what this Donnie looks like. It's just a shark. Honestly, I was expecting so much more. It's just a shark. It's got a lovely signature as well, bless it. Look at that. Chasing a turtle. Carcharodon carcarius. Cretoxyrhina mantelli. Mantelli is Italian as well. Ah, the pizza shark. Hide your carbonaras. And the pteranodon was a massive flying reptile, a type of pterosaur that lived in the same era. We know that because we were there. The fossil, discovered in 2009 in Kansas, is significant because it provides rare evidence of interaction between marine predators and flying reptiles. Flying reptiles? You mean King George being booted out the window? The pteranodon, a winged reptile with a wingspan that could reach up to 33 feet, was known to primarily feed on fish and marine life, often swooping down to grab prey from the water. However, the fossil evidence indicates that it wasn't just the prey of fish. This pteranodon was also a target for marine predators like sharks. The Italian shark, which would grow up to 25 feet in length, was an apex predator during its time. It had a fearsome set of serrated teeth, similar to those of modern great whites, but much larger and more specialized for cutting through the flesh of its prey. The tooth embedded in the pteranodon's remains suggests that the shark either attacked the reptile while it was near or in the water, or that the pteranodon, despite its ability to fly, may have been in the water at the time of the attack. Do we have a picture? Do we have a picture? We don't. There's this, whatever that's supposed to be. Wow, look at that. Not photoshopped at all. That actually happened. I remember that bit. I was that wave right there. Are we just too blind to think that maybe the shark could fly too? I mean, if we've got Cyclops sharks, why do we not have gliding sharks? Such a discovery is rare because fossilized interactions between marine and flying creatures are uncommon. Because as you may know, marine ones are in the water and flying creatures are in the sky. A pteranodon with a shark tooth lodged in its vertebrae. I can tell you something, when I die, I'm sure there's going to be a piece of cheese lodged in my vertebrae. Because I do like my cheese. In 1935, an unusual and chilling event occurred at an aquarium in Australia that would spark an infamous murder investigation. 1935, Australia didn't exist back then. A tiger shark kept in captivity at the time regurgitated a severed human arm while being observed by staff and visitors. Look what I can do. It's like the cat puking on the mat. This gruesome discovery led to a series of investigations and rumours, ultimately culminating in a shocking tale of crime and mystery. The severed arm was found to be remarkably well preserved, and its immediate discovery raised suspicions. The arm had a tattoo on it, which became a crucial piece of evidence. The tattoo featured the name Lily. Bloody hell, it was James Potter. And this detail would eventually tie the case to a man named James Smith. I was close. It does sound like a code name, doesn't it? James Smith. I don't know. The name Smith, I always think it's like an undercover surname. Like, it's not your real surname. No one's real surname is ever Smith. You're hiding something. It was James Potter, wasn't it? A fisherman from Sydney who had gone missing earlier. False alarm. It's not him. Smith's disappearance had been marked as a mystery, with no clear signs of foul play, but his severed arm found in the shark reignited those questions. Is there a photo? Aha, there it is. There it is. There's the arm. Cool. Hey, there's the shark. There he is. He's just chilling. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just eat what I get. Hey, is that who it belonged to? Or is it this guy? I don't know. Rip to one of these two. And the other one's probably the guy that murdered him. So fuck that guy. So what happened? The tiger shark was caught near Sydney shortly after the arm was regurgitated. The authorities quickly connected the dots and launched a full investigation. It was discovered that James Smith had been involved in a dispute with a man named Thomas Joseph prior to his disappearance, and that Tommy had a history of violent behaviour. Eventually, it was revealed that Tommy had killed Smith and disposed of his body in the ocean, with the shark eating part of the remains and later regurgitating the arm. That has got to be the most unlucky break ever for that Donny. How specific does it have to be for you to be like, fuck it, I'm throwing this in the water, and then a shark, of all things, comes along and goes, crunchy arm, let's go. Why did the shark not chew it? Bro just swallowed it like his mouth is a portal. Tommy Joseph was arrested, tried and convicted of Smith's murder based on circumstantial evidence, including the connection to the tattoo and the fact that his own involvement in a criminal underworld became evident in the investigation. Wow, dude was the godfather of Sydney. He ruined it for everyone. What a guy. He's dead now, so... Oh, he might not be. Yeah, he's definitely dead now. In 2013, an astonishing and rare event was captured on film at an aquarium in South Africa. A bull shark attacking and devouring another shark within the confines of the same tank. This behaviour, particularly the bull shark's aggressive actions toward a fellow shark, was both shocking and mesmerising, as such interactions are not commonly seen in controlled environments like aquariums. You call that a controlled environment? Bro, you go in the water, you feed it, and you don't die. That's it. That's not much of a controlled environment. If it wants to maul you, it's gonna maul you. The footage showed a bull shark, known for its aggressive and territorial nature, swimming towards a smaller shark species in the tank. Within the tank. Sorry. The bull shark, which can grow up to 11 feet long and is known for its adaptability to both freshwater and saltwater environments, suddenly lunged at the smaller shark and began to attack with remarkable speed and ferocity. Dude hit him with his ultimate. He clicked all the back buttons on the controller together and just released his ultimate. What followed was even more surprising. The bull shark proceeded to bite into the smaller shark, eventually killing it and continuing to devour it in front of stunned onlookers and aquarium staff. It's all part of the act, guys. In the wild, bull sharks are known to be highly territorial, and in aquariums, the stress of confinement and competition for space can sometimes lead to aggressive behaviour. I'm just saying, smaller sharks always think they're the shit. They're not. You know what we're about to do. Let's see if we can find the video. Consumed by tiger shark in Egypt 2023. How the hell are you here? Shark eats shark in aquarium. This is South Korea, so it's not the same one. It's a similar vibe, right? We're about there. Like how they're just showing it. Look at that. That's hilarious, guys. He's just dangling. Like stepping into New York, innit? Where is it? I need it. It doesn't seem to be there. Never mind. Deep Blue is a famous 20-foot great white shark that captured worldwide attention for her calm and non-threatening interactions with divers, defying the typical aggressive reputation associated with her species. Deep Blue, believed to be one of the largest great white sharks ever recorded, became a sensation in the world of marine biology and shark enthusiasts after a series of encounters in the waters off Guadalupe Island, Mexico in the early 2010s. Great white sharks are often portrayed as fierce, aggressive predators due to their size, hunting tactics, and iconic status in popular media. Are we still talking about the shark or Dr. Disrespect? However, Deep Blue's behaviour contradicted these common stereotypes. Rather than exhibiting the expected predatory instincts, she was observed swimming calmly around divers, showing little to no aggression despite her massive size. Let's specify, massive. Her massive size. Deep Blue was first identified in 2013 by researchers studying shark populations around Guadalupe Island. Around 20 feet long and weighing over 2,000 pounds. Deep Blue's demeanour was remarkably gentle. She's just happy to be there. She's just happy to be alive. I'm not in captivity, yay. She was observed swimming near divers without attempting to attack, and researchers were able to document her behaviour for the first time in an unusually calm and non-confrontational way. She's just mama shark. She looks out for everyone. This behaviour was particularly striking because it demonstrated that not all great whites are bloodthirsty killers, as commonly depicted in popular culture. Mate, don't normalise that. Don't normalise people thinking that great white sharks aren't dangerous, okay? There we go. There she is. She's been through a lot. Look at those battle scars. Jesus Christ, look at that belly on there. Maybe she's just pregnant. That's pretty cool though. Being able to swim that close to a great white shark. Living to tell the tale. Marine biologists believe that Deep Blue's calmness might be attributed to her age. She is thought to be around 50 years old, making her one of the oldest great whites ever recorded. It's the soul of a sloth in a shark's body. Love it. It's Gandhi. In 2015, a shocking discovery was made off the coast of South Africa when a shark was caught with a dismembered human head inside its stomach. There's the rest of James. The discovery took place near the fishing town of Gans Bay, which is known for being a hotspot for great white shark sightings. Gans Bay is also famously referred to as the great white shark capital of the world. How cool is that? Attracting researchers and tourists alike who are keen to witness these apex predators in action. Hey, I know where I'm going next. Gans Bay. The shark, a great white, of course, had been caught by a fishing vessel, and when it was gutted, the dismembered head was found inside. The head was quickly identified as that of a missing person, clearly. Later determined to be a fisherman, who had been reported missing after a fishing trip earlier that year. The victim's identity was confirmed based on a tattoo visible on the severed head. I'm starting to think they just like tattoos, which matched that of the missing fisherman. The discovery raised more questions than answers and sparked an investigation into both the circumstances of the man's disappearance and the involvement of the shark. If he was eaten by a shark, what the hell were you doing to get eaten by a shark? I get you're out fishing. Did it nudge the boat and you fell off and then it decapitated you? Like, what's going on? Sounds like a series of unfortunate events. And are you alone in all this? The prevailing theory was that the shark had attacked the man, likely during or after his fishing expedition. Sharks are known to attack humans in rare instances, often out of curiosity or mistaken identity. Sorry mate, I mistook you for a sea cucumber. In this case, it's believed that the shark may have attacked the man in the water, possibly during a struggle or while the man was attempting to retrieve a fish. The dismemberment of the head likely resulted from the shark's strong bite and the nature of its hunting behaviour, which often involves large, powerful bites into its prey. Well, it's not really got any other choice. If it doesn't bite someone, what's it going to do? Fucking box it? What made this discovery even more unusual was the fact that sharks generally do not consume human flesh in large quantities. While there have been shark attacks on humans throughout history, the majority of these attacks are either exploratory bites or the result of sharks confusing humans with prey like seals. In this case, it's possible that the shark attacked the fisherman, but for reasons still unclear. It ended up consuming part of the body, including the head, which is quite rare in shark attacks. But there's always going to be a case of something, right? A giraffe tomorrow starts eating grass instead of anything on the trees. You're going to be like, why is he doing that? It doesn't usually do that. There's always going to be one. There's always some fucking weirdo. And in this case, it's the shark that just wants to eat people. Played man-eater once. I'm sorry about the man, but it is also true that these are the risks. You don't know what's down there. You can't really see it coming. It could happen on land. It could happen in the water. Not that you could get attacked by a shark on land. I mean, you can, but I assume the probability is very, very low. Unless someone catapults a shark out of the ocean and it lands on you. I don't really know how that's going to happen. Shark on a plane? Why is it on a plane to start with? It's probably dead. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I've completely lost track of what I was trying to say. Moving on. In an astonishing display of power and agility, great white sharks were observed launching themselves 10-15 feet into the air while hunting seals off the coast of South Africa. Sweet Jesus. Okay, maybe it isn't so uncommon for you to get crushed by a shark on land. They're pulling the goddamn Kobe every time they need to kill a seal. This remarkable behaviour, called breaching, is one of the most dramatic hunting strategies used by great whites and has been particularly documented in the waters around False Bay and Gans Bay, which are renowned for being prime hunting grounds for these apex predators. When hunting seals, great white sharks use a unique technique to surprise their prey. Seals, which are often observed lounging on the rocks or swimming near the surface, are vulnerable to attack by sharks that are capable of swimming at incredibly high speeds. The breach occurs when the shark propels itself out of the water with incredible force, often after building up momentum while swimming underneath the surface. This sudden explosive leap is intended to catch the seal off guard, typically when the seal is unaware of the approaching predator below. Surely it's not got much maneuverability though when it does leap out of the water. It's got to be like controlling a car on Rocket League when you're in the air. You're like, oh, I don't really know what's happening. I'm just flying. Wherever I land is wherever I am. The shark's breaching behaviour is thought to be a combination of strategy and surprise. In themselves out of the water, sharks can grab the seal with a powerful bite before the prey has a chance to react. The force of the attack is enough to injure or stun the seal, allowing the shark to catch it. The breach also helps the shark gain an aerial advantage in the moment. That sentence is nuts. The breach also helps the shark gain an aerial advantage. Can I see it? Here we go. Here it comes. They did that to document the shark jumping out of the water. I like how its fins come out as well. Fucking hell, bro. I only just realised the height on that shit. That's crazy. Bro, I thought it was just coming out a little bit with its arms. I was going to say, look how cute it is. It just comes out and goes, surprise. And then it fucking yeets. That's phenomenal. Carry on. I want to go to South Africa just to see that. In Australia, a dramatic and terrifying event took place when a tiger shark broke the glass of its aquarium exhibit during a violent strike. The incident occurred at the Marine Life Park in Queensland, where the tiger shark was housed as part of an educational display for visitors. Is this the same one that attacked the other Donnie? This extraordinary event stunned both aquarium staff and onlookers, as the shark's forceful behaviour caused the thick aquarium glass to crack, posing a significant safety risk. Oh dear, oh my, oh no. The tiger shark, a species known for its aggressive nature, was in the middle of its regular feeding routine when the violent strike occurred. The exact cause of the shark's aggression is not entirely clear, but there are a few factors that could have contributed to this extraordinary event. The presence of food, essentially, alright, to cut it short. I'm not going to sit here and hear like, oh, it could be this, 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 and this, and then eventually they tell me what it is. I'm just going to the tell me what it is. Apparently it was food. The strike itself was so intense that it caused a large crack in the thick glass panel. The aquarium's design was meant to withstand the powerful movements of large marine predators like sharks, but the tiger shark's aggressive behaviour exceeded expectations, resulting in a noticeable crack that prompted an immediate evacuation of the area. Thankfully, the glass did not fully break and no visitors or staff were injured. However, the incident raised serious concerns about the safety protocols in place for both humans and marine life. They reinforced the aquarium glass and made adjustments to the layout of the exhibit to ensure that the sharks would not be able to strike the glass in such a violent manner again. I think it could still do it, it just wouldn't break as much. Brother would throw himself at it like Bobby Lashley against a steel cage if he could. In a remarkable story of survival, a great white shark off the coast of South Australia managed to adapt to life after losing its stomach. How does one lose a stomach? This unusual case came to light in 2015, when researchers studying great white sharks in the region discovered that one of the sharks had somehow lost its stomach, a critical organ for digestion. Yeah, so I've heard. Despite this apparent handicap, the shark continued to survive and thrive, showing an extraordinary ability to adapt to its new difficult circumstances. The shark, which had been tagged and tracked by marine biologists, was identified after researchers noticed something unusual in its behaviour. The shark had been observed feeding normally, but the tracking data revealed that it was not showing the typical signs of digestion. Upon closer examination, scientists realised that the shark had sustained an injury that had caused it to lose its stomach entirely, likely from a prior encounter with another predator or an accident, although the exact cause of the injury was never definitively determined. Even without a stomach, the shark continued to hunt, feeding on seals and other prey like other great whites do. The loss of its stomach meant the shark had to adapt in order to process food. Researchers speculated that it might have developed a new method for absorbing nutrients, possibly by altering its digestive system or by relying on other parts of its body to help process food in an unconventional way. Sweat glands. Dude was sweating seals. That's how he did it. He watched Bear Grylls once and went, that's a bit of me, that. The Megamouth shark is a rare and mysterious deep-sea species that was first discovered in 1976 in an unexpected and dramatic way. The species was known to science before then, and its discovery came when a Megamouth shark became accidentally entangled in the anchor chain of a ship off the coast of Hawaii. What does he look like, though? Look at that guy. Fucking hell, that is a Megamouth. Dentist nightmare there, Jesus. He looks a bit derpy, but maybe that's why I like him. This encounter marked the first time anyone had encountered this elusive shark, and it opened up a new chapter in the study of deep-sea creatures. At the time of its discovery, the shark was an absolute mystery. It had never been observed in its natural habitat, and its appearance was unlike that of any known shark species. The Megamouth's distinctive characteristics, including its wide, cavernous mouth, which can open extremely wide to filter feed on plankton and small fish, completely butchered that, but you get the point, led researchers to initially classify it as a new species. Its scientific name, Megachasma pelagios, reflects its size and open water or pelagic nature. The first specimen, which was caught alive and then brought aboard the ship, was an adult male shark measuring 16.5 feet in length. The creature was unlike anything researchers had seen before, with a large, wide mouth that stretched nearly the width of its body. This feature is crucial to its feeding method, as it allows the megamouth to scoop up plankton and other small organisms from the water while swimming. Brother is wham! Due to its deep-sea habitat, the megamouth is very rarely encountered, and it wasn't until the 1980s that additional specimens were discovered, mainly through accidental captures in fishing nets or encounters with underwater exploration devices. Imagine that, they're not even hunting for the Donny and they still caught him because he's that derpy. There's only a few, I think, as well. There's not many. Right, I think I got one more. If I can do it in time, hopefully the camera doesn't die. The sand tiger shark has an astonishing and somewhat brutal reproductive strategy. Its embryos engage in intrauterine cannibalism, where they cannibalize their siblings while still in the womb. Fudging Christ, bro. Heavy. Very heavy. This behavior is not just a quirk of nature, but a crucial part of the shark's survival strategy, and it has earned the sand tiger shark a reputation for being one of the most ferocious and unusual species in the ocean. Say that again, but slowly. In a sand tiger shark pregnancy, the female produces multiple embryos, but the reproductive process is anything but typical. After fertilization, the embryos develop inside 2 separate uteri. However, rather than growing equally or peacefully, the first embryo to develop in each uterus often begins to consume its smaller siblings. The larger, more developed embryos will eat the weaker and less developed ones, consuming their siblings in a process that is often referred to as embryophagy. This results in only 1 or 2 embryos surviving in each uterus to birth. That's fucked. That's a bit much. The phenomenon leads to a dramatic survival advantage for the surviving sharks, as the embryos that manage to consume their siblings are often larger, more developed, and better equipped for survival once they are born. The victim embryos, however, provide valuable nutrients that the surviving embryos can use to grow stronger and more competitive. By the time the sand tiger shark pups are born, they are already fully formed, aggressive, and ready to hunt despite being newborns. Comes out like a fucking torpedo. God damn. This extreme form of cannibalism is a way for the sand tiger shark to ensure that the strongest, fittest pups survive. Yeah, I'm sure they do. It's a war in the womb. Interestingly, the sand tiger shark's method of reproduction is also relatively slow and involves a long gestation period lasting about 9 to 12 months. This extended period allows the embryos time to grow and develop, but also means that the pups are born in a much more advanced stage than those of many other shark species. Well, yeah, you said it comes out and it just blasts off like a rocket. So I'm just saying. Okay, that'll do. I think that's it for today. Bloody hell. And that's the end of the shark stories for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been amazing if you made it this far. Let me know what you want to see me tackle next. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get to 6,000 subscribers at the moment. I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. I love you all. And I'll see you in a bit.